How do you host a meetup at a museum? Well, I'm at the Museum of Vancouver right now. Let me show you. Hey, my name is Nick Gray, and I'm obsessed with hosting meetups that help people make new friends and meet new people. I also love museums. I'm at the Museum of Vancouver today, and I've invited a lot of my friends to come and hang out and to meet up. Now, here's how we did it. At a meetup, you want to get all your friends together, and you need a location. Maybe for some reason, you can't host it at your home. So consider a museum. Many museums are open late on Friday and Saturday nights. Now, here's what you need to do. You need to go to the museum ahead of time, number one, to make sure that it's open, and number two, to walk the floor plan. Then you will pick a time period. I suggest a 2-hour time period to invite your friends. Look, all my friends are here at the gallery, and I've brought name tags for them, and I do a whole thing that I talk about in my book called the 2-hour cocktail party. Ding! I'll show you about that book later, but now I want to focus. What do you do at the meetup? Well, number one, you need to bring name tags. Number two, you need to give people a general idea of where you will be meeting and the logistics. Is there parking available? Things like that. I also send reminder messages to those people. Now, you might be wondering, do I need to ask the museum for permission? Am I allowed to host a meetup? The meetups that I host are generally about 15 people or less at a museum. And so for that reason, you can check your local rules, but I did not ask permission for tonight. By the way, we're in this area now that's a collab space. And I gave my friends a little tour of the space. How did I do that? I've never been to this museum before. But I walked here and I walked the whole floor plan for an hour before the meetup to learn a little bit about it. Now, you could simply just have your friends show up. You could simply contact people on LinkedIn, and if you have enough contacts, by the way, you need to give yourself generally 2 weeks to fill up your RSVP list, and you must collect RSVPs for your party. This is so important to make sure that people will actually show up, like happened here for my party. Well, I'm going to take a break so I can lead around to icebreakers and move galleries, but stay tuned and I'll show you how you can host a meetup at a museum. Now, a good icebreaker is a quick icebreaker. Let's very briefly just share, real quick again, your name and what you do, and then a piece of media that you like and recommend. I will go first, then can I go to you next, Parminder? Great. My name is Nick. For work, I have the book. I also do some investing. So now what we're doing is we're walking around this gallery and we're just looking at the space. In each room, I'm giving them about 3 minutes to look around and explore. And many times at a museum, like these people live in Vancouver, but they've never been here before, and they just want somebody to show them around, and it's fun to do that with friends. What I'm going to do now is make an announcement to let people know we're going to move spaces. You need to move people, collect them, keep them together. To do that, I use this harmonica, which will show people that it's time to listen. Watch how it goes. All right, everybody, we are going to shift now and move to another gallery in the back. Shelley, would you be willing to tell us about the next gallery? We are still doing this tour, and what I did was I asked somebody, Shelley, I said, Shelley, will you take a few minutes real quick to go and learn about one of these galleries, because I need a little bit of help in my divide and conquer strategy. And so Shelley learned about that gallery in 5 minutes, and now she's going to tell us very briefly what that gallery is about. That was so much fun. Well, I finished the meetup. I'm going to tell you what I learned and what you need to know. Number one, a museum gives you a lot of different things to look at. You get to go through different spaces, but keep people in the different galleries. Say, hey, we're going to go into this gallery now. stay in this area. We'll be here for 3 minutes. I wrote this book. It's called The 2-Hour Cocktail Party, and it shows you exactly how to gather people, a step-by-step format and formula for how to host a meetup like this. I hope you'll check it out. Hosting something at a museum can be an incredible location. There's so much to see and to do, and people love the cultural aspect of it. So remember, collect RSVPs, invite people in advance, check the hours to make sure that it's open late. Use name tags, use a small harmonica to collect people. I know it sounds crazy, but it does work. Show them the galleries, walk the floor plan beforehand so that you have an idea of what you want them to show. Don't be afraid to say things like, we can skip this area, I don't like it. I did that tonight. My name is Nick Gray. If you like this video, will you please just give me a like, say hello in the comments if you're gonna host a meetup. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you will host a meetup at a museum.